Yo, 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 what is up? We are back. It's the NWO Show. It's a weekly 49ers show with the NWO theme. And today we've got Beto from Niners Sickness. We've
What's
got
up? What's up? What's
Bashar
up?
What
from
up?
49er Minded. Yeah,
Let's
we are
go.
missing our homeboy Aaron from 49ers First Takes today. He was back to work today. Seems a little pooped, so he's going to take the evening off and he'll be back with us next week.
He
He'll be
pooped
back.
his pants.
Yep. He had to change his pants.
Oh, Chino.
Oh, we got a little Spongy in the house. What
Little
up, little
Spongy's-
Spongy?
Little Spongy's about to drop his mixtape.
Who'd we lose, Spongy? Who passed? I guess we lost a great
We lost a great creator.
Let us
Let
know
us
in the chat.
know. That's
Yeah.
not good news if what you're saying is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What did we
You know
lose?
what?
I had my Twitter open for a bit and then I closed it, so I'm curious to see what you're talking about now. Unless he's playing
Yeah.
jokes on us.
No,
And
let's
today
That's
is
not-
Memorial-
that's That's not the type of joke you want to play, bro.
What's up, Somi? I see Somi here. Says Rombo's our Super Bowl trophy. It's an inside joke that we got going. He's hilarious. He's in India right now, by the way. He was in India for a good 6 weeks, and now then he went back, and so he's having fun over there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's there right now.
I've been interested with India for a couple years now. How they there was a guy, I can't remember how many years ago, there was a river and he brought back the river. You know what I'm saying? Like the river wasn't flowing anymore. People were having droughts, famine, all that type of stuff in certain areas. They just started digging and just brought the water back just by digging. It was awesome.
He sent me pictures and videos of India, dude. I mean, the stuff that we see on the news or on TV of India is not the real India. India, there's parts of India that are just amazing. I'm talking shopping malls, talking restaurants, talking amazing hotels. It's way nicer than people would expect it. Actually, you'll be surprised.
To me, since it's not, like we don't get to see their architect, their color palettes, and all that type of stuff on a normal basis. Every time I see pictures over there, I'm always just, I'm just like, oh, that's cool. There's always something I see that I'm like, oh, that's cool, because we just don't have anything like it in the States. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I see new stuff, and I think new stuff is cool, whether I know what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I've never seen that before. What is that? I'm interested. I like it.
And I already like the food, so I'd have fun with the food.
Spongy said, New York Giants Jeffy 285. I guess he passed. He was a part of the Hardcore Sports Network. Y'all might know or not know him.
I didn't know who he was. My condolences, though. I didn't know about him.
Oh, Jeffy T85, not 285.
Yeah, my condolences to him and his family.
Yeah.
And it's Memorial Day as well, so for those who've fallen. So
we'll give him a couple seconds of silence for him.
All right, we'll do that.
Hope you're in a better place, Jeffy.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear you're passing.
Not good news.
We got David McNiner in the house.
What up, McNiner?
What's up, David?
And we got Bebop Jones in the house. What up, Bebop?
Bebop.
We got Bebop in the house.
All right.
Raphael's here too.
What's up, Raphael?
Raphael 562 Niners.
So let's start with something a little soft, I guess. I don't know. I got some things. I don't know if we're gonna get into it or I don't know. Let's start with the kickoff rule. New kickoff rule. I don't believe we went over this last week because I think it happened after our show, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's fairly new. It didn't happen last week.
Yeah. So let's start with Beto. What's your thoughts on the new kickoff rule?
It's just everything's getting watered down, bro. Sooner or later, they're gonna just take out special teams out altogether. The fact that now you can down it at the 5-yard line, knowing that it's going to go to the 25. It's going to take a lot of. I understand why they think they're doing it because they're trying to protect players from getting concussions and hurt. But I've heard more concussions during the game than I have during special teams. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I think it takes away from the excitement of the game. Now everybody can fair cash it at the 5, 6, and knowing that they're going to start at the 25. So it sucks if you ask me. And you did.
A Beto? Or not Beto, but Bashar?
Not the first time I've
Sorry.
been called Beto, but it just, to me, it just adds to the pussification of the NFL. I mean, it just seems like a stupid rule. Oh, down at the 5 and you get at the 25. Really? Like, come on, man. Like, I just want kickoff returns. I want returners to go for the touchdown each and every time they feel the kickoff. But now they implemented that stupid rule, so you never know. And it's just, and like Beto said, it's like they keep saying that everybody gets hurt on these kickoffs. And again, I notice more people getting hurt in the regular plays of the game more so than the kickoff. But oh well, this is what the NFL wants. And good thing, I guess we got Moody, because hopefully Moody just kicks him to the back of the end zone if that's the case, and we don't have to worry about the stupid dumb fair catch rule. I don't know.
Or you can have Moody just kick it up real high in the air, and then somebody can have to try and come underneath that thing while the kickoff team is standing around them waiting for the ball to get muffed. But the one thing I seen a lot of people talking about is the NFL says there's this data, but no one's seen it. No one's seen the data that they're supposedly making this decision on.
Because there isn't any damn data. It's just the freaking NFL saying that there's a lot of this data of concussions, and there isn't. If they were, and they were going to make such a dramatic change like this, don't you think they would have offered to show that data to people so people would be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, all right. I understand why the NFL is doing it, but they can't show
Exactly.
something they don't have.
Because what would make us stomach this change so easily? Proof.
Yep.
Just give us proof. We're not animals. We don't want to see people die in front of us for just, for amusement.
This is not gladiators. Exactly.
Yeah. Look at what happened with DeMar Hamlin last year. Like,
Yep.
I didn't really want to watch football until I knew that man was, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
so to me, like, it's not that we're trying to just, see blood and gore. We just don't see any evidence of that. We don't see the blue tent go up. We don't see all these things that supposedly are around there. The players on the teams themselves don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If the players on the team don't understand why, they should be knowing, oh, every 3 kickoffs or every 4 kickoffs, one of our guys is going down because of concussions. They should know that. It should be apparent to them, right? Beto, you want to let everybody know what you're cooking?
Oh yeah. In case you see me in and out of camera, because I'm in my backyard cooking some carne asada ranchera, and then I'm smoking some chicken breast, and then later on I'm gonna do smoking a salmon. So I'm gonna, but I wanted to be with my boys out of here, so they allowed me to be on my phone. So I love it.
They got no proof. That's what I'm thinking. I'm glad you brought that up, because I've been thinking the same thing. There's no stinking proof.
Because they don't have it. You like you said a minute ago. If the proof, if they had proof, they would definitely use it for their advantage. So that when people get pushback about this change, they're like, "Listen, this is why we're doing it. A, B, and C. The proof is right there." So it's not that we wanted to change it; it's we thought necessary to change it because of all the concussion
Safety.
safety protocols. Yeah, but when there's no proof, but what they say, come on. When was the last time you saw somebody go in the tent, under the tent, after a special teams kickoff? Very seldom. So I don't know.
So Damian
I don't see people getting hit as hard on the kickoffs as on other plays, it seems.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, the safeties are able to come down onto receivers as they're coming up field and just turning around. Like some of those are nasty. Remember that great hit Jimmy Ward put on Devontae Adams? Like that's a nasty hit, but it's legal. But look at how close he was when he made that hit. You know what I mean? Look at where they were. It wasn't no kickoff. He didn't have 40 yards on him. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have 40 yards of sprint on him to do that. It doesn't. It can happen at any point in time on the field. You know what I mean? And that's what's the real big issue is how to stop it from, how to protect the head from that type of an injury. That's really just makes no sense.
No, I agree. It makes no sense other than, and I'm wondering what the agenda is behind the NFL because, you want to draw people to watch football. You want excitement of it, unless they're just trying to cover their ass because people are suing or I don't know what their agenda is, but I don't think this is going to be helpful for the NFL. Is going to be hurtful, man.
To me, I think the kickoff is one of the best ways to start a game or a period in all of sports. Like the tip-off, I don't think the tip-off is as cool. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a 50-50. Somebody can get the ball, yeah, but in football, you got this whole big massive play and you've got a chance to break one for a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like
out of all, I think
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Out of all pro sports, I think the kickoff is the most exciting opening play. Like you said, it's just out of all the sports, I think.
Yeah. It's a pity.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
If the ball, if they fair catch it at the 5, it'll go to the 20, or whatever they catch it at, below the 25-yard line, it'll go to the 25. But if the ball hits, let's say they don't fair catch it, the ball just hits on the 10-yard line, would it still go to the 25, or
No.
would they have to get?
Once the ball touches the ground, the fair catch is like null and void. You can't get on the 25.
So it's only on the fair catch. Okay.
So they're saying that there might be a lot more squib kicks. There might be a lot more hanging kicks. And what one coach was saying, if you got a lot more hanging kicks, if you're worried about injuries, then, you know what I mean? The injuries on the returner goes up the longer the ball's in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So causing this 25, you know what I mean? There's lots of things that could change due to this. You know what I mean? That might even be for the worse because of how teams because you're going to have special team coaches who are going to have to go out this year and find a way to make their job important still. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be racking their brains on trying stuff. And if something happens and they're able to figure out how to get the same type of advantage as they would off of, before this new rule, and it happens to be a little bit more dangerous, it's still going to happen because that's what they have changed the game to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So I shared a video with these guys in our little text group here. John Chapman had a great video about McKivitz versus Aaron Donald. And I wanted to get the gentleman's opinion of it. Bashar, what did you think about the Colton McKivitz video that John Chapman put out?
Yeah, I saw John Chapman put that on Twitter earlier in the week, and you sent it to us. And it's like I've been unsure and uneasy about the whole McKivitz thing. I'll be honest. I wanted us to, bring in somebody to challenge him, and just for more quality depth at the right tackle position, but we didn't do it. But it looks like he might be a capable starter. I mean, he did it. I don't know how many plays he played against Aaron Donald, because what John Chapman showed was only a few plays. On those few plays, it did look pretty good. So I'm just hoping to see it for a bigger sample size is what I'm saying. But, I guess Trent Williams and the offensive line coach, and they feel confident with him. So we'll see.
Sorry about that.
You're all good. Oh, what was your thoughts, Beto?
Well, I went out, so I didn't catch the whole thing. What was the question?
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Colton McKivitz, John Chapman's Colton McKivitz video versus Aaron Donald.
I like it. I like the attitude of McDivitt. Anytime anybody can piss off uh, Aaron Donald, I like. I like that attitude. That I like the trash talking. Now, unfortunately, trash talking can defend your quarterback from getting killed. But if you can protect, as well as he trash talks and he keeps pissing off these and get the players off their game, I like it. I love that attitude. I love the attitude of talking shit. As long as you can back it up, right? Because if you don't back it up, then it's all for naught. But I like it. I like the attitude. I love the way he holds on to him and doesn't let go. There was a part that I saw where Chaplin said that he took the wrong angle and kind of. But the good thing is he messed up on the outside, not on the inside, and
Yep.
Aaron went on the inside, and there was Aaron Banks to help him out. So if you're gonna mess up, might as well mess up going on the outside when Aaron's going to the inside and you have help.
Well, it wasn't even that he messed up. Um, John was pointing out that Aaron was trying to go to the outside, and McKivitz blocked him from getting to the outside. So instead of wasting his move, essentially, he broke it back inside, and that's where McKivitz lost his footing.
Oh,
But
okay.
McKivitz also had help. You know what I mean? Also had help. It was Banks helping to his side, and then everybody else was singled up because there's like nobody on the rest of the Rams line that they needed to worry about. So it was double team Aaron Donald and then singled up on the rest of the line. So essentially everything was perfect in that play except for him losing his footing.
Was that
So,
for the Rams? Was that for the Rams game where CMC went off? Was that the same game?
I don't know.
No,
You
because
just
Trent Williams
I don't,
played in that game, and he was covering for Trent Williams. Trent Williams, I think it was the 2020 or the 2021
For the year
season.
before, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's when
it
Trent. Remember he
seems
missed. Yeah, sorry.
the only thing I didn't see that wasn't represented well on that tape is his get off and his kickback, like against somebody with actual, like an actual speed rusher. Not to say that Aaron Donald is slow, but he's not known as a speed rusher. You know what I mean? He's not slow,
No,
but
he's
he's
more of
not
a
known.
power guy.
Right. So to me, I just that's the only thing I really need to see there. If he can essentially stonewall Aaron Donald, you know what I mean? And let's face it, at one point he one-handedly held him in place.
Well,
Yeah, I like that.
let's not hope it's like Daniel Brunskill, where Brunskill looks like he's all world against Aaron Donald and pretty mediocre against everybody else.
Hey, that's a good point.
Yeah. I just
Very good point.
And one thing I like, you talked about the talking trash and whatnot, and I don't know how much I saw of him necessarily talking the trash. I'm sure he might have chirped a little as he was walking up behind him a couple times, but it seems like he's just an ornery bugger. You know what I mean? He's, how like Third and Jawan, how he gets under DB's skin. You know
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
definitely.
Yeah, it seems like McKivitz that same type of guy, and it seems like he knows that that's his ace in the pocket. So if you're out there testing guys like that and waiting for guys to act up, then when they hit you, you don't do anything in retribution because that's your whole game. You're trying to get extra penalties for free. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get a first down, you know what I mean, just by pissing somebody off. So, if to guys like that, I love guys like that on my team, especially when you could be nasty. I love offensive linemen who are ornery and nasty. You know what I mean? Those defensive guys get away with too much. You know what I mean? At times, I think they get away with too much. Well, not that they get away with too much. They just have so much freedom in what they could do. You know what I mean? To where when you
Yeah,
play offensive line, you're kind of stuck you only got a couple of moves that really work. You know what I mean? And you got to work with between them. So I like to see an offensive lineman who kind of puts it to the defensive players. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
of
kind of
course.
nice.
You got to love attitude, man. You got to have that. That's one thing I love about Joanne Jennings that you pointed out. It's he gets underneath people's skin. He just kind of just by his play, by kind of like shaking the people off his shoulder or off his arm, and he just festers you so much to where you're going to commit a penalty because you just had enough of the guy. But the guy plays within the game. So I love that attitude. I love the passion. I just hope that he can protect whoever's quarterbacking. And you made a valid point. How is he going to be against pass rusher that is very fast? Is he going to be able to get his foot quickly underneath him and not let him and not get beat on the outside? Because you can be as nasty as you want, but if you keep getting beat, it doesn't matter. So hopefully he'll be able to hold his own against a who are we playing this year? We're playing quite a. You don't have to mention every team, but name me a team that we're going to play against a fast pass rusher that he probably will be challenged.
Um, the
TJ
Cowboys.
Watt.
Yeah.
Oh, there
TJ
you go.
Watt, first game
Week
of the
one.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboys got Micah Parsons. You know he's going to be
Yep.
playing more edge. Almost every team, except for like the Cardinals and the Rams, got somebody.
I like that we're playing. You know what? That's a good point. Week one, TJ Watt, he's fast, so we're going to get a taste right away of
Yeah.
the footwork of Mr. McKibben.
And you think they're going to waste him on Trent Williams' side all game long? Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Hell
That
no.
would be stupid. You know what I mean?
No.
Mike Tomlin isn't naive. He's
No.
going to be all over TJ. He's going to be all over McKivitz.
Teams
bro.
always do that to us.
Yeah. But
Well, they always go to the weaker side.
you should. You should. Do you notice? So people started they started beefing up their right tackle started to become a thing because everybody started, just getting a great left tackle. And so people just started switching their defensive ends over to the right side, the best defensive end, and pick on the right tackle. So now teams are having to be like, we got to find the best right and left tackle.
Yeah.
We have what the Eagles had. They have Jordan Mailata on one side and Lane Johnson on the other. But, hey, Trent Williams is obviously awesome. Hopefully McKivitz can step his game up for us because we need it.
Most definitely. All right. I wanted to kind of get into this question right here. It was brought up by a couple people, I know it was brought up by Grant, but some of the national media is talking about Jimmy's injury and how that played with like 40. Oh, I misspelled it. There's
I saw that too.
E all by itself in the middle there somewhere.
E.
But people are wondering, like, what's going on? Why were they not putting Jimmy on IR if he's so hurt that he has to get another surgery here in March?
Remember how they were like, oh, Jimmy might be back. If we go to the Super Bowl, Jimmy's going to be available or something like that.
Well, also, remember we didn't have, who was it? We could have used another defensive lineman. And who was it?
Davis.
Was it? No.
Yeah, he was practicing with us, and then
but it was one of our other guys. It was like Hassan Ridge. No, not Hassan Ridge. It was we had another D tackle or something like that we could have brought up off the practice squad. But since they didn't want to put Jimmy on IR,
I don't think he was on the 53-man roster though.
Yeah, he was.
Jimmy wasn't on. He wasn't. Was he?
Yeah, because that's the thing. They were like, why? They were like, why don't you? Because they didn't put him on IR because then they couldn't bring him back off if he was ready.
Oh, that's right.
In time. Right. Yeah. So my real question is, do the 49ers have an issue with either misdiagnosing things or trying to push people back early? Now, remember, Raheem Mostert said that he had been pressured to come back early. Debo kind of said, shut up. You know what you did. Who's to say that they didn't come and pressure him? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we really could use you back out there. How you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what's your guys' thoughts? Do you think we have an issue as far as them misdiagnosing people's injuries? Do you think they are personally trying to, like, I don't know, make things, get things that better, do things that better them instead of the player first? You
It's
think?
part of why whenever they talk about Purdy, it's like, oh, Purdy's going to be ready, available next week, or he's going to be available week one. And every time they said that, like for Purdy, I always thought like BS, 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 because it's like every time they say a player's going to be available at a specific time, it's always like 4 weeks off of what they say.
And what did Brock Purdy say in his presser last week? He specifically said, I don't even know if I'm going to play football this year, essentially. I'm just that's the goal is to start. The goal is to be ready to start by week 1. Will I be able to? Have no idea. It's a week to week thing, he said. I don't even know if I'll be here this year. Now, to say that is like really crazy to think about, right? Because it's only supposed to last 6 months, this whole ordeal, right? The whole season goes, it's like, what? From now, the whole season would be, what, about the end of the season would be 8 months away?
About there.
About 8 months away. And we're talking about, we're already halfway through his process almost, right? Aren't we already halfway through his process?
Yep.
Yeah. We're talking about with 8 months, he had a 6-month process. He already halfway through his process. He doesn't know for sure if that's crazy. To me, that's crazy. Did the doctor like let him know, hey, this is the surgery they want. It might or might not work. We might have to go back in there and redo the whole thing, all over again, and like, like sometimes if you break something and it comes back and it's not correct, they'll re-break it and then they'll put it in like, a cast to make sure it grows back the correct way, grows back together the same way. Like, what if they have to do that with his UCL? Like, hey, we gotta cut it and this and that and blah blah blah, and then act like we never did the brace. You know what I mean? Got to pull the brace off, fully tear it off, readjust it. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Now you got another year. Who knows? Are they? I just their injury timelines just suck. Weren't we supposed to have a? What was that one center? What's his name? Started with an R. Weston Richburg. He was supposed to be back any week, the whole season. Makes no sense.
Kyle has a history of bullshitting when it comes to injuries. Like, he says one thing is like you can't take him for nothing when he says something. One thing I noticed about Brock, his character, you can tell he's a good personality, good character, his belief, and integrity. So he's probably saying, I don't know. If I told him, oh, just tell him to media this or tell him, he's like, listen, I don't know. I'm not going to lie for nobody. And I can see him being that man of integrity. I'm not going to bullshit for no one, not for you, not for anybody. So if I don't know, how do you guys know? I'm not gonna say something just to move the narrative the way you want it. When I know something, I'll let you know. And he's right. How does he know? He has to take it week by week, gradually. Let's throw the football. Okay, is there any setback?
It's like trial and error. It's like trial and error.
But for John, and Kyle's kind of Kyle says it too. I don't know. John is the idiot that keeps saying, "Oh, he'll be back by week 1. He'll definitely be back." It's like John Lynch is the one pushing that narrative. Kyle somewhat, but not as much. And Brock's like, "Hey, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. But all I know is I'm taking it week by week. I know my body, and when I feel something, I'll let you guys know."
What up, Tommy Huxley?
What's up, Tommy?
Tommy?
I can't see the comments. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Hey, did you want to read King Chewy's comment, by the way, Ryan?
Oh yeah.
And I'll add something to it after that.
King Chewy 210 says 49ers have a track record of mismanaging injuries even before Kyle and John Lynch. This is an organization issue.
Yeah, I remember when Alex Smith was rushed and he had that messed up shoulder against the Seahawks game, and then Mike Nolan kept trying to bring him back early, and it ruined him. So yeah, we don't want to see that again. And we're kind of sensing that with Brock Purdy, that they're trying to rush him, and even with and going to the Jimmy thing, it's even funny now because now on Twitter there's all these little jokey. I don't know if people are joking or trolling or if they're serious, but like, oh, this isn't going to be the end of Jimmy G's career with the 49ers. The Raiders are going to release him, and then the 49ers are going to bring him back. And I'm like, no, we're not.
We could, though.
He'd have to take a major pay cut because we're already, how many quarterbacks we got on the roster now?
Yeah, but just think about this, okay? Purdy can't be back who knows when, right? Trey goes down, Sam Darnold sees ghosts. You know what I'm saying? You went through all three of your quarterbacks right then and there. Kyle can't have a quarterback seeing ghosts like that. And yes, don't rush Brock back. I don't understand how in this day and age you would think not waiting until a player is 100% ready to come back on the field isn't the best and the only way to handle it.
Yep.
You pay too much money for these players to risk them having a worse injury on top of another injury because you didn't wait long enough. To me, it's completely idiotic.
It is. Even if they don't, let's say for example, they don't believe in Trey. They don't think the guy Trey's the guy for whatever reason. You still don't want to rush your quarterback that you're going to go with going to the future and rush him back, because if he gets hurt or he re-injures something or he has a major setback and you don't believe in Trey or Sam Donald, and now the quarterback that you do believe in is not able to play no more because you rushed him back, how, why would they do that? So
you're back to where you didn't want to be in the first place.
Exactly.
Right. Might as well just give it the time. Let it just get past wherever it needs to get past. Take and endure whatever you have to on the road along that way. And then once he's 100% back, let's go. That's all behind us now. We're starting a new path going forward. You know what I mean? It makes no sense on why you would wait. And, I'm a Trey guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening. But in that scenario, of course, bro. You know what I'm saying? What is it? It makes no sense. If that's your guy, you want to make sure that guy's 100% before they come back. Or else, why even bring him back? It's like we'll get into this later. I got another thing I want to talk. Oh, we got what? Hold up. I want to say what's up to Willie Rodriguez.
What up, Willie?
NWO for life. He says, "What's up?"
He's got a cool little avatar there with the state of California and the Niners.
Oh yeah, he does. King Chewy says 49ers need to let Trey play since he's healthy, supposedly. Brock should play week 5 at earliest. I'm not saying that's a
Brock should
necessarily
play
bad
whenever
thing.
he's ready to play.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If anything, learn we have 2 viable starting quarterbacks. This makes too much sense. They will mess it up.
Wow. Not a way to be optimistic there, buddy.
No, I love it. That
I see where he's going though.
How could they not? They've got 2 viable situations, or one viable and one that seems like it could be viable. Let's put it like that. Okay, it seems like Trey is, getting better, and by what the coaches are saying and how happy Kyle was about Trey. Have you noticed that? All of a sudden, he's kind of well, Trey was hurt, man. You got to understand, Trey was hurt. And it seems like he's changing his tune. It seems like the moment some things started getting fixed, Kyle changed his little song there. So we might have 1.5 viable quarterbacks. So far as we know it, we might have 2. You know what I mean? Because we can't confirm that anything about Trey right now. You know what I mean? got a couple of, pads weren't even on yet. They ain't got
Speaking
no
of
pads.
quarterbacks, we still have people pushing the Sam Darnold narrative, right?
Oh
We
my
talked about
God.
Greg Poppy last week, and then some other people doing it still.
I gotta say shout out to Aaron from 49ers First Takes, our partner and crime over here on the show. Hope you're feeling better, sir. Rest them legs, get a nice cold drink. You know what I mean?
Rest them legs by getting between two legs.
Oh,
Oh,
get Aaron, get yourself a nice ice water with a lemon.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh man, that's one of my favorites. Just
Or some iced tea.
or some edibles.
ooh.
Oh yeah, that too.
You know what I like? Iced tea with lemonade. That's a good mixture. Arnold Palmer is what you call it.
Really?
And
I gotta
Arnold
try that.
Yeah.
Palmer.
Yep.
They serve those at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's a very good a hot day drink.
Interesting.
It's
Really
very it's refresh. It's you bet though you'll probably love it because it's like an all in one. It's kind
I
of
gotta
like an
try
all in
it.
one. Yeah.
I'm the type of guy. I gotta try it once. That's the way. If I say I don't like it, it's because I tried it, not because I. You know what I mean? You know, some people are like, I don't like it. Did you try it? No. Well, how do you know you don't like it?
So
I-
Beto, can you show us what you're cooking?
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can't turn the camera around, but
So
There
what do
it
you got?
goes.
Steaks
Carne
or ribs?
asada.
carne
carne
asada
asada.
with some corn, and then I got the chicken in here already. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yep.
There
I
you go.
can't
See
talk. Yeah, but yeah. So I got the corn on the cob, and then after I'm done with this, we're gonna eat, and then I'm gonna cook some salmon for tomorrow.
Wow,
Tomorrow's
you've been
dinner.
busy at the grill lately. We've seen your videos of your ribs the other day, and
Yeah, I love
Ooh.
to. Well, you can tell. I like to eat.
hey, same here.
Tommy says he's enjoying a Lagunitas tall boy. You go ahead, sir. You have that wonderful tall boy.
How tall is he, Tommy?
Tommy,
Yeah.
what are you? 5'10"?
Yeah.
He likes him tall.
He likes him tall.
Tommy.
Now we got John Jay from
What's up,
No,
John
49ers
Jay?
Ultimate Report.
What's up?
Having fun. Okay. Let's get in the next topic here.
Yes, sir. No more Jimmy talk.
Yeah.
You can
What's
stick
the
up
worst
foot up his
team?
ass.
What's the worst team you think for the 49ers would it be for D-Hop to go to?
Cowboys.
Cow. I mean, I was gonna say the Seahawks, but they have so many receivers, I just can't picture him going.
I don't think they would do that.
Yeah.
I-
Mm.
They got 3 really good ones. Well, two for sure good ones and another one that should be pretty good. You
They
know
gotta
what I
give
mean?
him a chance. Yeah,
They're
they
not
gotta
on
give
our
him a chance to
schedule,
play.
but what fears me the most is the Chiefs. if they were,
Oh, how
if we were
about
able to get them.
how about Buffalo? Buffalo is Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, Josh Allen would be sick
Yeah.
if he had D-Hop.
To me, it's any top team in the AFC. I'm not really scared about him in the NFC, to be completely honest. I'm not really scared about him in the NFC. I'm scared about what he could bring to one of those already good teams in the the later time of the year or the season, I should say. When everybody's tired and hurt, you know what I mean? To have a big aggressive guy like him who is there essentially, what does he want to do? He wants to go to a team that can compete. Why? Because he wants to win championship. That's not the guy I want. I don't want to play against
Ooh,
that guy.
The Chargers will be a good team for him to go to.
No, not with the coach. Seems like that coach can't figure it out.
Oh, okay. Regarding quarterback, yeah.
I personally,
But-
yes, no, with that quarterback, yeah, he'd be dangerous. I just don't think he's going to find himself in the position to meet us in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? In the Chargers.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Chargers never make it to the Super Bowl.
No,
Not-
yeah, from that point, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So to me, it's just those AFC teams. Let's see.
Hey, then that's Kansas City can be a dangerous place for him to go.
Yeah, that would suck if he went to Kansas City. I'm like, no, please don't.
Only NFC team that would significantly improve is the Vikings. Give Kirk as many weapons as possible so even he can't mess it up.
He always finds a way to mess it up, though.
He does. Bryant Culp, what up, sir? Bryant Culp in the house. Make sure you go check him out.
What's up, Ryan?
Bryant.
I thought he was coming on with us tonight.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you were
I
gonna mention
forgot.
their channels or something.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
No, I thought you had
I'm
let
a
him.
putz. I'm a putz. Yeah.
He
Oh
wasn't their
man, I feel
boss.
bad now. Okay. Let's
Ryan,
go.
screw it up,
What?
Ryan. That's it.
Well, it's par for the
Bryant's
course.
always
Bro, it's par for the course when it comes to me. It's look, okay. Now,
EMC.
CMC says Kyle's scheme is the most sustainable in the league. What's your thoughts on that, Beto? I'll go with you first.
Kyle uh, is more sustainable.
Yeah, like he's
Have we really
saying,
Built
like,
to last.
yeah.
I don't know because we haven't figured out the quarterback situation to really analyze what Kyle's system really can do. We have, we have glimpses here and there, but we haven't had that, solid quarterback play like he had when he was with in Atlanta with Matt Ryan to really assess his play. I like it. I think he's genius when it comes to offensive coordinator, not so much as a head coach. I think too much responsibility kind of hurts him, but um, it's hard for me to say because I would love to see a quarterback consistent like every year without getting hurt to kind of give myself truly assess and look at the film and say, you know what? Yes, it is built to last a long time. Because so far we've been seeing those little dinking dunks here and there, and play after the catch or touchdown after the catch, yards after the catch. I want to see all aspects of his offense, not only the short passes, the run after the catch, but I want to see the long balls. I want to see everything so that I can fairly assess him.
That's fair.
I mean, we've had success with this Kyle Shanahan offense over the years, and the team overall has been successful. We had our down years when there was no quarterback. You can't expect to go to the playoffs with Nick Mullins or CJ Beathard at quarterback. Anybody?
Oh hell no!
Yeah, and then people were trying to say like, oh well, look how good Jimmy G is because when we have our other quarterbacks in, that we never win. Well, so those guys aren't NFL starting quarterbacks. They're lucky if they're third stringers. But that's another story. But I mean, just imagine what we could have done with this whole Kyle scheme had we had a sustainable franchise quarterback all that time. But do we have it now? Is it going to be Purdy? It's going to be Lance? I mean, Beto mentioned he wants to see the long ball and other aspects of the offense. And the best version of the Kyle Shanahan offense, if you guys all remember, was when Matt Ryan was the quarterback. He had himself a banner year. If you look up his numbers, he averaged 9 point something yards per attempt, which is something we've never really done under the Kyle Shanahan era. So if Trey's the guy, if he ends up being the guy, I mean, we could possibly see a similar type of effect when Matt Ryan maybe was quarterback. Who knows?
Oh. Is he talking about Dry Brian in here?
He's talking about his steak techniques.
Oh, his steak technique.
He's bragging. He said he cooked the killer steak the other night. He's a chef, by the way. So he's a chef. He's a guitarist. He's a troll. Just kidding.
Oh shit! Yeah. We'll put it in the order: pro, chef, and then artist.
You know what? I just thought about reading that after, like, that South Park where is it Kyle? Kyle's father gets he's watching like the food channel, the Cream Frage. That's the name of the episode. Oh, you got to see that one. He's stroking himself when it comes to the food network, like literally, and like he's like, oh yeah. And then his wife, because she can't get none, she's using the shake weight, and the shake weight just like she goes like this, yeah, until it finishes the workout, and then it sprays her in the face with a cooling spray, and then gives her change for cab money. It's an amazing episode.
When I saw Tommy's comment, I was thinking of Belle Biv DeVoe, that one song, and they go, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no.
Oh no.
Crazy Juice is in the chat.
Oh, we got Crazy Juice. Yep.
Crazy Juice.
What's
Sipping on
the
that crazy juice.
what's the farms that he made? Oh, I can't remember. Tegrity Farms. Tegrity Farms. That's right. So to me with this Kyle Scheme thing, I think what he's talking about is how to not have your offense like shut down by another team. Like you play something this way, they go to stop it by this, you switch it to this. If they stop it like this, you switch it like that. If they stop it like that, you switch it like this. You know what I mean? And then you're always finding a way to break the defense. That's why sometimes I think Kyle's able to string those drives together, because all he's doing is he knows exactly what the defense is trying to call to stop him, and he's just calling plays to beat those plays, right? He's got them ingrained all game long and trying to stop this one thing. And he does all these crazy plays where they're like, what? That's breaking our defense. So I wonder if that's what he's speaking on, not necessarily the quarterback. And maybe that's why he's saying he's got one of the best systems, is because it's essentially you don't need that much underneath the center to operate the offense.
We've seen
So
so many people drawn up open in this offense. It's crazy, man. Hopefully it continues.
I know, Tommy, that's what I said earlier. I thought you were commenting on that because you're talking about dabbing it dry and putting it in the fridge. And I was like, but that's not long enough for a dry brine. That's why I asked that question, Tommy. I've been
Tommy.
around. I've been around. I've deglazed a couple pans in my day, bruh.
Tell him, Ryan.
Hey.
Tell him.
Hey. Tommy, do you use regular paprika or smoked paprika? That's all I want to know.
I got some smoked paprika.
Smoked
in the-
paprika.
That's
in the
right.
pantry.
That's right, Tommy. If you got that regular paprika, don't talk to me about none of your recipes.
No, I'm using that smoker right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up. Don't go nowhere without it. Don't go nowhere without it. Don't go nowhere without it.
That's a
It'll
Lowry's
be hot.
brand. Lowry Steakhouse.
Telling you. It was in the Hispanic section of the store. Like in
Yeah,
the
that's where you
Hispanic
normally
spices.
find it. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
no,
interesting.
I found it in the other aisle too. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get both of them because I gotta
What?
see which one I like better. It doesn't matter. It's just the same stuff. In fact, I didn't like the Lowry stuff. It didn't
They put it in the regular aisles because a lot of people don't know what to look for in the Mexican aisle, so they don't want people to miss out on it.
there's also
Well, yeah.
Turkish paprika.
Turkey, I haven't tried that.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, he drive by and he did it on a turkey.
I gotta
Yeah.
go baste the turkey.
I like wet brines for the most part, unless you're trying to like
Did you say you like Brian Wet?
yeah, wet brine.
Oh, Brian. Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. I like a wet brine. Unless you're gonna deep fry like the turkey or whatnot, then a dry brine would be
Ooh.
perfect for it.
Oh my God, deep fried.
C'est magnifique. See, look. And Tommy isn't answering back yet with what kind of paprika he's got. I think he's hiding in shame.
He's tapping out. He's tapping out.
Yeah, he's tapping out. Okay, real quick. We both kind of figured out seeing this Aaron Donald stuff, knowing that McKivitz can, take on an Aaron Donald at times if need be. Maybe we need to relax on right tackle a little bit. But what is your biggest concern for the next season? And let's say minus the quarterback situation. Okay. Minus quarterback, and let's say right tackle. Let's get those two out of there.
I'll start.
I'll go first.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I say the tight end position, I guess, because I know Kittle's great, but is he going to have help this time around? And are those two rookie tight ends going to pan out? So If not, we're just gonna have a bunch of kid on nobody else.
Okay.
I've been hearing a lot of good stuff. Again, no pads on, so a lot of shit sounds good when you don't have pads on. But that kid Willis out of Oklahoma,
Braden
been looking,
Willis.
yeah, he's been looking good. But for me, it would have to be left tackle. They would have to finally get whether they have it um, already there or they need to bring somebody to eventually take over for Trent. 'Cause Trent really is playing year by year now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I hate to say it, but he's an injury away to not even finishing the season. So I would hope he stays healthy, one, but we definitely got to bring somebody. And I don't know, maybe at the right spot, you can kind of play around a little bit with McKivick. Is he going to do good? Not. I don't know about the left or the blind side of a quarterback. You got to make sure that that dude, whoever's there, doesn't let somebody go free to your quarterback. And that's his blind spot, especially for a righty. You gotta protect him. So it would be definitely getting somebody in to replace Trent.
Okay. I I
Ay,
it's
ay, ay.
to me it's edge. Like I think cornerback might also be, you're like with Steve Wilkes trying to switch things up and go to press man. If Luter doesn't pan out, can Demo do something we really haven't seen from him? That's one thing in the back of my mind. But I think the biggest thing is do we have a guy at edge that could be on the other side of Bosa and give enough of a presence to where the team has to be concerned with that player too, not to mention Eric Armstead and Javon Hardgrave.
I think we
You know,
do. And I'll answer on this one, Bash. I think it's Drake Jackson. I've been hearing a
oh,
lot of great things about him. I
he
like what he
looked
did in
good in those
college.
OTA pictures, huh?
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
very good. And what I love about it, he put all that muscle, all that weight, and did not lose his speed at all. And that's again, we have to see him with pads and and everything on shoulder pad, everything on there. But if this kid can be as advertised, OMG, bro, because you got two speed rushers on the outside, and then you got two powerhouses in the middle with Hargrave and Armstead. This freaking front four is going to be dangerous. And Steel Wolf loves to blitz. They're not going to see this blitz coming because of all the pressure from those four guys. So if Jay Draken can plan out the way we hope he will, man, we're going to be set for a while.
They said he's not only looking stronger and looking more built. They said he's looking faster and more explosive. So I'm
Yeah,
curious to see him. I'm very curious to see how he is.
Dude, and if Beal can just come off of the ball quick, you know what I mean? At times when he on third down when he's in there, and just to scare the shit out of somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like to get the ball out of somebody's hand, because it seems like he's got get off the ball. You know what I mean? It seems like he's got that, and whether you could do anything too much or not, if you can become a threat, get close enough to where a quarterback has to speed up their timing and, get through a progression or, you know what I mean? Or try and rush a throw, that's worth it. So, I'm not expecting Beal to be, all pro this year, but I'm expecting him to hopefully get in there and show something every now
you
and
know,
then. You know what I mean?
yep. I don't know if he can stay healthy. That's been this guy's issue. But Austin Bryant is a very fast uh, pass rusher from the outside coming out of Clemson. His problem, unfortunately, has been uh, delegated with injuries, and that slowed him down. But this kid can stay healthy, and that's a big if. But if he can, this kid, especially as a relief pass rusher, he can do some damage. So I'm excited to see what he can do. Again, if he can stay healthy, that's my main number one thing for him.
And we all have the wishful thinking, right? With guys like Clellan Fair and Austin Bryant. They're both teammates at Clemson, by the way. It's
Yeah,
like, can we get something out of them? Because now they're going to be coached under Chris Kosaric. And, so he's going to have to mold them and shape them and make them NFL players and, be effective. And obviously, the luxury that we have is Javon Hargraves up the middle now, rushing the passer. We didn't have a great pass rush up the middle last year and previous seasons. So that will help whatever we have on the opposite side of Bosa. So Corey Davis.
Tommy's
Yo,
right. Tommy
Corey's
is
in the
right
house.
here. You don't baste the turkey, you do lose moisture. And also what happens is as you're cooking, when you cook something, you normally want to keep it at the same temperature the whole time if you can. It kind of helps everything. It just, I don't know, makes it juicier to me as far as what I know. So every time you open up the door, you lose all that heat. Then it's got to pump in more heat to get back to the same temperature. It goes up and down. All you're doing is running moisture over the top of it, which doesn't stay on there forever. You know what I'm saying? And it just evaporates off the top of it. So the best thing to do that we used to do in the kitchen was like we would get the industrial grade saran wrap, and we'd saran wrap the top of the pans and then cover them with aluminum foil. And it's essentially just like that bag technique, and it just locks all the moisture in. All the heat's in there, all that good stuff. It's boiling up, but the moisture can't get out, so it just keeps pushing it back into the turkey.
I gotta go baste the turkey.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Corey's here. What's up, Corey?
What up, Corey? My daughter just called me.
Oh, she
Oh.
did. Okay.
Yep.
The queen is
Yeah.
in the it's calling, bro. You got to rush it up.
Oh, I said I'll call you back. She's okay.
She's adorable. How old is she again?
She's 5.
Oh,
Five
same age as my
years.
niece. Okay.
5 years and 2 months.
Yeah, just like
They
my
grow,
niece.
they grow up so fast, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, bro. So the other day, I'm talking to her, right? We're FaceTiming, and her sister, not my daughter, but her sister, says, "Faith, is that a booger on your arm?" And my daughter looks at her and goes, "Don't judge me." And I just started
Oh,
dying.
wow.
Kids start
My-
talking like adults. It's so hilarious.
Don't judge me. And I just started dying. I was like, that's my favorite. That's probably my favorite moment ever with her, because it was
What a
just so
line.
hilarious. And then like she blew me away I don't know, it was 3 weeks ago. She calls me up. She's like, "Hey, I got to get in my fort." You know how you put the blankets over the chairs and whatnot, and you got a place to crawl into. So she's like, "We're in my fort." She's like, "This is a microwave, but I'm pretending that it's an incubator." I said, "An incubator?" She's like, "Yeah, Dad, you know where you put the chickens and they hatch?" I was like, "Yeah, I definitely know," but I'm just like, "How the hell do you know what an incubator is?" You know? So,
Kids are smart, bro. Kids are smart.
yeah.
David
Yes.
Corona's in the chat. What's up, David?
What up, David?
¿Qué
Go to
pasa,
click on
David?
him.
Whoa, look at his new profile picture. It's scary.
Yeah, he's a Sereno.
What the?
Yeah. Well, that's what he said the other night. He said he was a Sereno.
Me and you,
And,
David, no longer
I
friends.
know you did me wrong.
Este
Oh.
sureño. Puro norte. ¿Y qué? Hasta ahí, home.
Look what we've started here.
I'm
Hey,
guessing
bro, you can
Beto
get
is
out of the ghetto, but you
Norteño.
can't get the ghetto out of you. Oh, yeah, norteño. Hot-blooded. I got San Juan on my back and Norte, number 14. Big ass tattoo on my back.
So,
I don't claim it as much anymore. I'm too old.
yeah. So to wrap up the show, I think kind of a sneaky question here.
Sneaky.
Yeah, because it could be. We might get some good. Oh, that's cool. We might get some good answers out of this. What do you want to
Let's see.
hear out of the joint Raiders practice? What is the news, the buzz that you want to hear out of the joint Raiders practice that would make you feel confident about our team? Knowing that, I think I can't remember who's got them pegged, but I think the only people who are pegged to do worse than the Raiders this year are the Cardinals. And I think they might be tied with the Rams and the Texans as far as, having a horrible season. That's what the smart people say.
According to
So-
Rudy, the Rams are winning the division.
Oh yeah. The Reds are winning it all under
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah. That's a little much. But what are your thoughts? What do you want to hear out of the training camp that would make you feel good about, I don't know, a player, a certain room, the team itself? What is it that you guys want to hear out of this joint practice?
All right, I'll let you go first.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about again about Drake Jackson and the pass rush, right? I mean, I was hoping that Jimmy would be playing these joint practices. Apparently, he's not. I was hoping we could hear that we'd be picking him off with the new guys we got in the secondary, like Darrell Luter Jr. Who I'm really, really excited to see. Actually, it sounds like we could just plug him in, and we had Mosley and we lost Mosley. It's almost like we're not going to lose much with Luter Jr. coming and stepping in and him possibly challenging for the North spot, possibly. So I'm curious to see what the defensive backs do. That's definitely going to stand out because Devontae Adams is a beast. We all know that. They don't have
it's a great measuring stick.
Is Hoyer the backup for Jimmy? Is that who it is right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I feel sorry for them.
We know about Hoyer, all right.
I don't know. I heard
no, it is. Oh,
it is Hoyer. He's their backup. And they have Hunter Renfro. He's a beast. So our secondary will be challenged a bit, but again, they don't have much of a quarterback, so who knows? But it'll be nice to see the pass rush and the DBs step up. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm with you on the DBs. I really want to see Darrell Luter, see if he does or is he as good as advertised. Joey is going to be mad at me on this. Your boy Joey.
Speak up a little bit, Bill.
Your boy your boy Joey is going to be a little bit upset at me because when we drafted these two linebackers, at first I was really fired up for the guy that we took in the 6th round. What's his name?
D Winters.
I was really fired up for him, and I still am to an extent.
Yeah.
But this kid from Purdue, Graham. This guy is it's a guy to watch out, man. This guy, he reminds me a lot of Fred Warner when he first came out of college in the sense body-wise, body type, and you put some meat on him and some muscle. But I want to see what the linebackers do. Definitely the D-back. And I don't know if we'll see a lot of Drake Jackson. Well, maybe, I guess, in the pass rush, you're right. I mean, a joint practice, but I really want to see this kid, Ronnie Bell from where did he come from?
From Michigan, wide receiver.
Michigan Wolverine. Yeah, I want to see. I heard a lot of things about him. It's going to be hard for him to make the team because so many damn receivers. But I've been hearing that he doesn't drop anything. Anything that's thrown his way within the vicinity, he'll catch it. So I want to see what it looks like under an opposing defense coming at you, where they're not holding back in a sense. So I'm curious to see what he does, and also the kid I mentioned earlier, Jordan Willis or Brandon Willis. Braden. Yeah, that kid. I want to see him also. Now I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, and I don't want to be long-winded, so I'll cut it short. But I'm excited up by a lot of these draft picks more so than ever in the past. I think we got a lot of good gems. They have to plan out, but if they do, this might be the best draft the Niners have made, in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
Besides both of them.
Yeah, I didn't think about the Devontae Adams against the cornerbacks. That was a great call. I just kind of want to hear.
Very good call.
I don't know what else you could really, because I guess the offensive line holding up against that defensive end they got, but other than that, like, I guess they got Josh Jacobs.
Oh, he's a beast.
But
Max Crosby's the pass rusher. I always forget his name on the Raiders.
Yeah, Max Crosby. Yeah,
Chandler Jones is still there.
Crosby, he's
very
the
talented.
Niners had a chance to get him.
Imagine if we got him in that round. Oh my gosh.
They were going to get him. Game over. Jumped in front of us and took him. Yeah.
Would have been game over had we gotten him.
Neither here or there. He's not part of us. Hopefully, we'll have him in Jackson.
Hey, Beto, Corey's got a
Yes,
question
sir.
for you. And
Okay.
and you too.
Easy.
Who do you want?
Trent Williams would be my bodyguard if I had to pick and choose out of anybody on the whole team.
I can't read the comments, so if you guys want to read it out to me.
Who on the 49ers would you want as your bodyguard?
Who on the 49ers? Well, it's
Beto
not going to
doesn't
be
need a
Womack,
pinche
that's for
bodyguard.
sure. That it will not be Womack, that's for sure.
Oh, not Samuel Womack.
Beto's his own Trent
I,
Williams.
no, bro. I'm scared of Trent Williams. I think it would be Trent Williams. That guy, the silverback, that dude's huge, man. He's huge.
Cancer
big,
couldn't even kill him.
Nope.
Yeah. That's a very good point, Ryan. No shit, huh? Cancer couldn't even kill him. Enough said.
Yeah.
No shit.
He got his own plane. I mean,
Forget about opposing defensive.
Yeah. How you gonna scare that man?
You forget about defensive linemen. Cancer couldn't even kill him.
Right.
That's funny shit.
Yeah.
Man.
So, does anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Anything we didn't bring up?
I'm good. Well, we covered a lot.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show, bro. We cover a lot. We moved around, but pretty good. Good speed. Great hosting the show tonight, bro. Other than you forgetting to bring your guest, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Right. Well, let everybody know what you guys got going on the rest of this week. Beto, I'll start with you.
Yeah, tomorrow I on Ryan's channel, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
We have the Niners and Friends with Mariah, the best of the three, in my opinion. We'll be doing our thing tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come and check us out. And then for me on Friday, I'll be doing my show with my co-host Jess from East Coast Red and Gold. We're doing our show with the 49ers Now podcast at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. So come and check us out.
Yeah, so don't have anything planned for the most of the week other than the 49ers. Actually, on Friday, it's called Ballin' with Ted and Bash, or Ballin' with Bash and Ted, whatever you want to call it. We didn't set the name exactly yet in stone, but it's going to be a Friday 3 o'clock show. We did one this past Friday. And during the week, I'll have a guest come on. Not sure who it is, but most important thing, subscribe on my channel and hit the bell notification. It's a 2-year anniversary. I just hit the 2-year anniversary for my channel. So a lot of fun doing this YouTube stuff. Things. And the most important thing about this YouTube stuff, honestly, just collabing with all these cool people that we always get to collab with and have fun with. So it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. I just want to, Beto, real quick, I want to read David McNiner's comment. It's about the bodyguard. He said, I picked Armstead. He has the reach to palm someone's forehead and let them swing away while he laughs at him.
No shit, huh?
You can do that.
All right. With that, I think you kind of already heard what I got going on tomorrow. Beto already explained. I got Niners and Friends. Make sure to come on back. 6 o'clock, same time. We'll be here. And we'll have no offense, Bashar, but we'll have somebody who carries all the weight here. Mariah, she does all our heavy lifting on our show tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
no
not to say that you don't do not to say that you don't do any heavy lifting. I'm just saying, like, Mariah carries the torch for all of us on our show tomorrow. She kind of runs things. But yeah, and then I got my Friday show. Make sure to come on by. Started at 6
o'clock, right?
Friday night.
Yep.
It's a blast, man. If you guys ain't doing anything on Friday night, you just want to hang out. I look at it as like going to the barber shop, and just kicking it on the chair and just talking away, man. There's nothing really. It's not like these shows are. There's more kind of a hangout. I love it.
And we're trying to change the format a little bit. We're trying to do some things. It's going to evolve into a little bit of things. So appreciate everybody. And if you guys ever had any feedback on the Friday night show, please let us know. Me, Brian Culp, David McNiner, Corey Davis, let us know. We'd love to hear it. But with that, I want to thank you all for tuning in to another 49ers NWO show. Yeah.
Real quick,
That
by the way, that's why we moved it to 5 because we were at 6 originally, but I know you go on at 6, so we moved our show to 5 so that we don't have to cross each other.
oh well, yeah. See, and then I went at 5, and they were like, "Hey, what time?" And I was like, "I'll just go back to 6 because also 6 works for Corey better and some of the other guys."
Perfect. Plus, I want to go over there and hang out too. So yeah,
Yeah, no, it makes sense. But with that, I gotta say, go Niners, fuck the Lambs, and we out.
happy Memorial.
Sir.